Alright my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about this about this monitor and stuff. Well, not just the monitor, you know, kind of like the comments that like people are saying and stuff, you know. Like, I do believe that this monitor, like, easily in the high-end market, like 100%. Like, most people, I guarantee, if they saw this, if they saw what I'm seeing right now on Red Dead Redemption 2, I guarantee you'd be like, what? It's just funny the amount of comments that I get in the comment section, guys. Like, I don't understand it. Like, why is everybody so negative about every single thing that anybody buys or puts out there? Like, I don't understand it, guys. Like, you could be frustrated with the price of these things all you want. Like, you really can. But to just sit and take cheap shots after cheap shot on these products, man. So I watched a few of the reviews that a lot of people are probably, you know, regurgitating this information from in my comment section. Like, I've seen that, and like I'm right there with you guys. Honestly, had I watched those before I bought this monitor, maybe I would have been like, ugh. But I didn't have any kind of negative input whatsoever before buying this monitor. None whatsoever. I wanted, you know, honestly, I was going to get the 32-inch LG 4K, freaking, you know, the one that does 4K or 1080p, and it's either 240 hertz or 480 hertz. That was the monitor that I was like mostly looking at. I was like, yeah, I got this 4080 Super. I feel like I want to get like a 4K monitor and stuff. But then I was like, but I keep listening. I also was like, man, I want to try ultra wide. And you know, it really was a toss-up between this one and the other one. And I am so happy that I got this. I am a lot happier that I got this, because I already have a regular 14-inch 32-inch monitor. Like, I already have that. Now I get the best of both worlds. If I want widescreen for specific games, like my open world games or for racing games, boom, I got it. It's right there, ultra wide. It looks so incredible, my friends. The HDR on this thing is absolutely mind-blowing. But if I want to just play like a regular, you know, 16:9 image, or if a game that I'm playing is only 16:9, I get the black bars. And guess what? The screen size is exactly the same size as my 32-inch monitor, and that, my friends, is actually perfect for me. It literally is perfect. I love that screen size. 32 inches is perfect for me. That's literally the screen size that I am most excited about. I like 42-inch, like this, like my C2. I do like the 42-inch, and it does look good, and I'm able to play that. And I figure, guys, look, I already got the C2, so I already got 4K. It's already OLED. It's already got a glossy screen. The thing that everybody's always like, yeah, glossy screen. Guys, I don't mind the matte screen. When I have like my lights, and I'm sitting right here and I'm playing, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not getting the reflection, I'm not getting the glare that I normally would get from the C2, and I like that. I really do like that. It's not something that bothers me, and it does not take away enough from the overall image quality for it to really be a concern. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is literally a temper tantrum that people are throwing about the matte screen. I really do, and it doesn't affect me in a sense that, like, there's not a discernible difference from what I'm seeing on the C2 versus what I'm seeing on the 39-inch ultra wide. Like, there's not. Really, there's not. I actually kind of feel. It's not even like I kind of feel. I was playing Horizon Forbidden West earlier today when I got home from work, and I was just sitting here, and I was just sitting here watching it. I went to like this beautiful area, and I was letting it, you know, cycle through the times of day, and I'm just watching the overall image quality with the HDR on there, guys, and I'm just like, I'm absolutely blown away with just how incredible this thing gradiates the color, man. It is incredible to me. I love it. I can get in there and I can switch different color tones while HDR is on. I can go from cool, I can go to warm, I can do whatever I want, and it just looks phenomenal. This thing is pretty dang good, calibrated for like this HDR content that I'm using. And I know that a lot of people complain about HDR and Windows and you know, just PC in general, but my gosh, see, a lot, and I don't think a lot of people understand this too, because most people, when they talk about HDR, they're talking about the dark and the light and all of that and the in-between. I like the color gamut probably the most. I love the light and the dark and the contrast and all of that. I definitely get that, you know, like the highlights, and I'm right there with you guys, you know, like peak brightness and all of that stuff. Peak brightness, I have like, gosh, what is it, like a P series, a full array local dimming, you know, Vizio TV in the front room, and that thing gets super freaking bright, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude, like, and I don't personally like that much brightness. That's why like OLED has literally been perfect for me. I know that QD OLED is definitely pretty good, guys. It definitely gets brighter, and that's fine. Like I'm cool with that. People that want, because there are people that absolutely want that brighter highlights, and that's cool, man. All the power to you guys. That's awesome for you guys. If it was something, because you know, as much as I love my colors, and I know that QD OLED can produce, you know, higher, you know, quality, vibrant, you know, colors. I like my vibrant colors to an extent, you know, like the peak brightness of those monitors, like the QD OLED, making the colors even more vibrant, and actually having that brighter color scheme can get you actually more colors on the color gamut spectrum. They definitely can. But what I'm talking about with HDR is, so especially with my 7900 XT, and I don't care what anybody says. Yes, I love NVIDIA. I think they're great. You can definitely play around with digital vibrance, whatever. That definitely helped that situation for me tremendously. But there's just something about the way AMD pops these colors, man. Like, it doesn't like blow them out. It intensifies them to a point where I'm just like, gosh dang, man. Like the vibrant greens and the beautiful lush reds and all the different colors in between, that the AMD software, when I use that, when I turn up the saturation, it doesn't destroy my colors. It just makes them, it just gives me so much more of what's already there. So much more of what's already there, and I love it. You're not going to convince me either way. I've got a 4080 Super. It's the second most powerful freaking NVIDIA card in the world, and it cannot do what my NVIDIA or what my AMD 7900 XT can do when it comes to that department. NVIDIA's great. I love them, but yeah, dude, there's a reason why I prefer my 7900 XT 99% of the time when it comes to my open world games. I just love the experience, guys, and you can't fault me for that. I'm a man of simple tastes. I guess I just like, I like bad games and welfare products, whatever. But when we're talking about the products that I buy on this channel, man, like, I buy these things because I want them. Because something or someone, or I saw a product and I bought it on an impulse, or I buy these products because I want them. And then I bring you into my home to share that happiness and that joy that I have when I pick up these products. And then when I get people that just come to say negative stuff, it's like, come on, guys, man. I actually went out and spent the money to buy this monitor. I spent the $1,000 to buy this monitor. Thank you, Best Buy, for giving me my $100 back. But I spent the money to buy this monitor because I wanted it. I bought it because, like, it convinced me to buy it. And after, like, trust me, guys, I looked at this thing in the store, the showroom model floor, sitting right there, playing chorus, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely buying that monitor. And then I bring it home, and yesterday I find out that I can literally play my Xbox Series X and my PlayStation 5 or PC at the same time. My daughter was sitting right here with me, and she was playing Spider-Man 2, and I was playing Assassin's Creed Mirage on the same freaking screen at the same time. Both of us getting 120 hertz refresh rate. That blew me away, and that's something that I didn't even know this monitor had. And when I find stuff like that that's like so cool, that it's like cherry on top, that even my 13-year-old daughter's like, Dad, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, and I get that excitement, and it feels good, man, to like share that moment with your child, and both of you guys being just like mind-blowing how cool something is, you know, and it's like, dude, why is that cool, you know, like who's ever going to use that feature? And you know what I mean? And like, here I am, a content creator, I have an Xbox Series X, I have a PlayStation 5, and now I literally have a way to put them both on the same screen at the same time with an amazing camera and take video footage of both of them on the same screen. Like, that's cool to me. That gives me another angle or opportunity to continue to make more content for the channel for people that want to see that kind of stuff. And I get it, guys. Like, I'm not, and I probably won't ever do like the whole technical reviews that a lot of people seem to want these days. I'm a little bit more simple than that, guys. Obviously that stuff matters to me, clearly, but it doesn't matter to me to the point where it's like I'm not going to sit and obsess about stuff like that when I just want to have a good experience. And I think that most people just want that, but there are so many products out there on the market. Like, I get it, guys. I have zero issues with any LG product that I've bought, and I've got a C2, I've got this monitor now, I've got 2 other monitors, and I've bought other LG products in the past. I've had zero issues with them, my friends. They last, they do what they say they're gonna do, they look absolutely incredible, it always feels like a premium experience, and this 39-inch monitor is no different. No different. It feels just as premium as my C2 and my UltraGears before that. I have 2 1440p UltraGears, and those were so impressive that it was like, dude, I could literally live without 4K with these freaking monitors because they're incredible. I love them. I can't tell you just how much better the 1440p made Xbox Series X and PlayStation for me. I can't tell you enough that, like, yeah, honestly, guys, had I known that 1440p was an option before, you know, I mean, we got all these professionals and experts and all these other people. How come we never knew that Xbox One X and Xbox One S had VRR support? We could have bought monitors back then. We could have bought 1440p monitors and utilized low frame rate compensation and made our experience significantly better. Significantly better than what we had. We could have never had to deal with screen tearing or judder or any of that garbage if we would have just had good experts that would tell us about these features. Instead, no, they run interference for PlayStation and NVIDIA, and it sucks, man, because you're literally getting inferior products when you could have just got something that was good that made your experience better. And so, but no, like, people, I really do find it, and I see this comment, you know, a lot in the comments section, you know, people telling me when I say that this monitor is the best for PlayStation and Xbox, like, I mean that. Out of what I have right now, this is the best. Like, it's literally the best. It's a 1440p pixel. So therefore, you know, your Xbox Series X and your PlayStation 5, let's be real, they're having trouble hitting, I mean, they're definitely not doing 4K on 99 or 90, I would say about 95% of the games that come out on them. They come out for them. They're usually in the range of anywhere from, I would say, 864p all the way up to, like, you know, 1700p-ish. So that there literally puts these consoles in the perfect range for 1440p. That you will always have a consistent looking image quality if you're playing them on a 1440p monitor. The reason why I say that this is the best is because on some games you can actually just use the widescreen and be like, oh yeah, that, and get used to it and be like, okay, that doesn't look too bad. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that, it'll squish and stretch your picture or whatever, but then you can also, you know, tap it out at the 16.9 or whatever. I would honestly recommend, you know, like the racing games at the you know, just using the 21.9, but at the same time, guys, you can get honestly, if you could get a 32-inch monitor that has the same capabilities as this monitor, I would say definitely jump on it. But, and that's what I'm saying, is because this right here, if I use 16:9, it's a 32-inch monitor. Like, it's perfect. And then when I need widescreen, I can use widescreen. And you'd be like, well, why would I ever use widescreen? Well, if you're playing your Xbox Series X and your PlayStation 5 at the same time, you got a friend over and they want to play Xbox and they got the freaking headset and they can sit there and play right next to you, and you guys can sit there on the couch and play the freaking game together. Like, you guys could probably literally play a game, the same game. If he's playing on Xbox, you're playing on PlayStation, and you guys are, you know, in the game, and it's got, you know, cross save or cross play or whatever, and you guys are sitting there literally in the same front room right next to each other, like we used to do back when we were playing, you know, like Xbox on LAN and stuff. And you guys can literally sit there on two different competing platforms playing the same game on the same team, having fun, man. Like, that is incredible. Like, that is a very cool feature that, man, and this thing is just wide enough, guys, honestly, to where if you were going to replace it, like, it's just as wide as my 42-inch and just slightly smaller than my 55-inch LG or Vizio. It's cool, man. Like, I'm so, man, this is probably one of the coolest things that I've bought for the channel to date. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I like this monitor more than I like that 4080 Super. Like, I do. And pairing this with my 7900 XT, guys, you don't even realize just how freaking cool this is, man. Like, I haven't really ran into any games yet on this monitor that my 7900 XT is struggling, and that's because, you know, 3440 by 1440p is about 70% of 4K pixel wise. So is what's going on, guys, is like, I'm getting, you know, I'm getting really good frame rate still. I'm getting good frame rate. I'm getting good, you know, response times and stuff like that. Like, it's good. Like, it really does feel good playing that 7900 XT on here. And it did struggle, guys. You know, I did find myself trying to use, you know, like FSR and stuff a lot more while trying to play that on the LG C2. And you know, guys, it's not, it's one of those things where I really do like AMD. I know a lot of people, you know, use AMD to build their channels and to do whatever else, but me personally, I actually like the feature set. I like the AMD, you know, Adrenalin software. I like the image quality. I like what I get from AMD, and I'm glad that the prices are affordable. They are. It makes it easy to recommend AMD products. It makes it easy to be like, yeah, guys, dude, I absolutely love that. But I know that there's people out there that want NVIDIA, and it's almost like I have to have NVIDIA just to have that clout or whatever, so that people, you know, will take me seriously or whatever. And that's stupid. I shouldn't have to feel like that. But I had my issues with NVIDIA, and I think everybody goes through their little growing pains with NVIDIA. I really do. I think that people, I really do think that people finally either just accept it, that they're going to get, you know, ripped off, or, you know, that they're gonna. I really do, because that's basically where I'm at. Like, I accept it. If I want the new great NVIDIA products, I have to buy them every generation, and it is what it is, guys. Like, it is what it is. I run this channel. It's the least I can do to try to help the community find out what they want. But man, if games keep running like they are right now, guys, on my current hardware, like, I really don't need to upgrade. And now that I got, you know, 3440 by 1440p with this monitor, man, I'm actually blown away, guys. I think this is so incredible. And that's why I don't get it, why people come to the channel and they hate on the stuff that I buy. You know, and it always puts me in like this defensive mood. I'm not going to get all defensive about the LG I'm not going to get all defensive about this monitor like I normally would when it comes to like my AMD GPUs or my Xbox or anything. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I'm so over that. It just gets old, because then I sit here and it's like I'm, you know, fanboying or shilling for some company or something. It's like, dude, this is the most premium monitor experience I've ever had. I mean, clearly. I mean, the other two monitors I have are just LG UltraGears. You know, 1440p UltraGears. This is significantly more premium than those, and I love it. So yeah, I haven't tried anything else, so I don't know anything else. And that's where I'm going to leave that at. If you don't like the purchase that I made, please just, you don't have to say anything, guys. There's no reason for you to try to make me or influence me to not be happy with the purchase that I already made. Like, I'm bringing the content out, telling you guys what I like about it, because I don't think we get enough of that type of review or that type of content for products. We just seem to get all this, oh, well, it should be cheaper, or this or that, and they just start nitpicking and picking every single thing apart. And I would like to just spend more time being positive about the things that I absolutely love, instead of dwelling on stuff that a matte screen, not an issue. You know, some of the stuff that people are talking about, like you know, potential burn-in. Like, this is a OLED monitor. It has an actual white pixel that does white, so the chances of it burning in are a lot less likely than some of the other OLED technology out there, guys. Like, it just, you know, it's less likely, and I feel good about the LG products that I've bought. Like, I do. I feel good about them. I don't feel like I'm getting a bad product, and I don't feel like they wouldn't stand behind their product. So I feel comfortable. I feel like I bought a you know, a monitor from a reputable company. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like it's bad technology at all. And there's plenty of people out there that probably feel the exact same way that I do about LG. And there's probably people out there that feel the same way about Samsung, my friends. Buy whatever you want to buy. If you like that QD OLED with that extra super bright highlights, get it. Nobody's stopping you. You handle that. Like, get a glossy screen. Whatever you got to buy. I like my matte finish. I'm perfectly okay with it. It does not bug me. It does not. It doesn't deteriorate my image quality. It doesn't make me feel like I'm getting a lesser experience. I've ran it right next to my freaking C2. I can see if there's a major difference. Like, literally, like, right next to each other. I can see that with my own eyes, and I don't see that. I see a perfectly, deeply beautiful image quality when I look at that. I mean, them pixels look dense, it looks packed, it looks, oh, it looks great. I love it. So, alright, my friends, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys don't really have anything nice to say, you know, about the products that I buy, maybe you don't need to say it, guys. Maybe you don't need to say it. If you don't like the products that I buy, maybe just keep that feeling to yourself, my friends. Maybe just keep that feeling to yourself, because yeah, like, I'm gonna talk about the things that I like about products. If you want all the nitty-gritty down to, like, all the specs and everything about these products, there are plenty of channels out there that are more than willing to show you whatever product they're trying to show you, whichever company's paying them money or giving them whatever. You are more than welcome to go and watch that content, my friends. You are more than welcome. But if you want just, you know, to feel good about your product, or maybe you want to try something like this, I'm absolutely in love with this monitor. I think it's incredible. So, all right, my friends, thank you guys for watching, and you know, we will see you guys in, oh my gosh, are you kidding me, man? I thought this thing was but we'll see you guys in the next one. I greatly appreciate the support that everybody's shown to the channel, and I love your guys' comments, and I do read them, and that's why sometimes I always feel like, you know, I really do just kind of feel like people are being, I kind of feel like people are just being, you know, negative for the sake of being negative, dude, and that kind of sucks, man. So, alright guys, we'll see you in the next one.